The basement secret. We'd lived in that house for almost a year before we found the basement. The place was old and creaky, but it had its charm. Every corner seemed to hold secrets, yet none of them had ever felt dangerous. That was until the night Dad found the door. He called us down into the narrow hallway, his voice low and uncertain. We gathered around him, staring at the small, square door embedded in the wall, nearly hidden behind old coats and storage boxes. It looked ancient, wood warped and scratched, with a rusted metal latch that felt cold, almost wet to the touch. "I've never seen this before," he said, voice strained. None of us had. We never noticed it, never felt like we were missing anything, but now it loomed ominously as if it had waited for the right time to reveal itself. Curiosity got the best of us. Mom was the first to say we should open it, so we did. Behind the door was a staircase leading down into darkness. The walls were made of crumbling stone, damp and streaked with something dark. It smelled old and earthy, mixed with something acrid and faintly metallic. A chill seeped out, wrapping around us like a cold breath. "Let's just go back upstairs," I said, already backing away. But Dad insisted on exploring, convinced it was just a forgotten part of the house. As we descended, the air grew thicker, heavy with a feeling I couldn't shake, a sensation of being watched. We reached the bottom and found ourselves in a wide, empty room with a dirt floor. In the dim light from Dad's flashlight, I saw scratch marks along the walls, deep and jagged. Symbols were carved into the stone, strange shapes that hurt to look at. And then we saw it. In the corner of the room, crouched low, was a figure. It was tall and impossibly thin, its limbs elongated and twisted, stretching grotesquely. Its skin was pale, almost gray, stretched tight over sharp bones that seemed to strain to burst free. Its face was a mess of shadows, save for two eyes that glowed with an unnatural red light. The gaze was heavy, freezing us in place. The creature's lips pulled back into a twisted grin, revealing rows of sharp, jagged teeth. It let out a low, guttural hiss that vibrated through my bones, its breath clouding the air in cold puffs. "Leave," it whispered, the sound scraping through my mind like nails on a chalkboard. "This place is mine." We backed away slowly, too terrified to turn our backs. Dad tried to say something, but his words faltered as the creature took a step toward us, long fingers dragging along the dirt, leaving deep clawed grooves. Once we were back at the top of the stairs, Dad slammed the door shut and locked it, his hands shaking uncontrollably. None of us slept that night, and we never spoke about the basement again. We moved out the next month, but sometimes I still dream of that thing in the dark, lurking beneath the house, waiting for the next family to find its hidden door.